Breaking news. The world is seeing conflict after conflict and flood after flood. Are the next coming years the beginning of the end for humanity?
Welcome everyone to the first ever newscast. I'm your host Madeline Anderson.
And I am Raul Gill, and we will tell you what is really happening in the world right now. In recent escalations, Israel launched missile attacks on Iranian forces, reportedly killing 4 Iranian soldiers. Additionally, Israeli strikes targeted sites in Iraq and Syria, aiming to dismantle Iranian military infrastructure and Iranian-backed groups operating across these regions. Additionally, 21 UN peacekeepers were killed in Israel's ground invasion of Lebanon, which is intensifying against both Hamas and Hezbollah. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu stated that the peacekeepers were caught in the crossfire and urged UN forces to evacuate. This tragedy has prompted UN Secretary General to call urgently for a ceasefire, alarmed by mounting civilian casualties and warning that the region cannot sustain a full-scale conflict. President Joe Biden, who has provided millions in military aid to Israel since the Gaza conflict began, noted that the US is actively working to de-escalate and protect civilian lives. U.S. defense officials confirmed that around 40,000 American troops are stationed in the Middle East, underscoring the potential for a broader involvement.
Biden has also commented on the recent killing of Hamas leader Yahya Sinwar. Believed to be behind the October 7 attack, Sinwar's death following an Israeli strike in Rafah raised the prospect of a ceasefire, according to Biden. While Hamas has confirmed Sinwar's death, the group warned that it will only strengthen their resolve, vowing not to release Israeli hostages without a ceasefire in place.
On the Ukrainian front, South Korea's spy agency reported that close to 12,000 North Korean troops has been sent to fight in Ukrainian territory. This does not come as a shock, as earlier this month, Putin introduced a military pact with Kim Jong-un, saying they will help each other in the event of aggression in each country.
In other news, presidential elections in the United States has already happened by the time this video comes out. We do not know the results as of yet, however, you watching this will. The 2024 elections is said to be the closest election since the year of 2000 between George Bush and Al Gore. This election will see the two parties going head-to-head in a fierce battle.
Donald J. Trump leading his campaign with strict immigration, Americanized industry, the promise of world peace, no tax on overtime, large tariffs on foreign manufacturing, and the restoration of free speech.
While Kamala Harris leads her campaign with a proposed opportunity economy, free abortion rights, strict gun laws, climate action, healthcare reforms, and economic equity. Stay tuned for more updates on U.S. politics.
And that is it for the global news. Now, over to Nina for the Sandefjord Scoop.
Hello Skagerak, welcome to the local portion, or what we like to call the Sandefjord Scoop. I'm here to tell you about everything going on in our little corner of the world that we call home. Recently, a tram crashed in the Apple Store in Oslo. 4 people have been left with minor injuries. Luckily, no one was killed in the collision. An SAS flight from Oslo to Malaga was diverted to Copenhagen after a live mouse jumped out of a passenger's meal. The passengers were later flown to Malaga on a different aircraft. Many of you have heard that the train ticket prices have been cut in half. Take this opportunity to explore, especially if you're new to the country. Speaking of newcomers, our students may be unaware of what we have to offer here in Sandefjord. We have a library with books in many different languages, including German, Spanish, French, and Arabic. We have several parks in town, including Badeparken or Byparken, are very beautiful, and there's sometimes events going on. If you're interested in local history, we have a museum in town about Sandefjord's whaling culture and history. If you're wondering how to appreciate the local nature, Preståsen is just a short walk from the city center on top of a hill with trails and a lake. Sandefjord has so much to offer, so get out there and explore.
Thank you, Nina, for Sandefjord Scoop. Now over to our star weather girl, Jasmine, with the weather.
Hey everyone, welcome to our November weather forecast, where we break down what's happening outside so you can plan for those chilly days, cozy fall vibes, and all the vibes, including unpredictable weather. This following info is taken from YR, because, they've got the inside scoop, but let's face it, weather predictions are about as reliable as me saying just one more episode. First up, for the week of November, from 7th to 13th, we're looking at almost cozy temperatures with highs around 10 and lows around 3, with only about a 22% chance of rain. Sounds pretty good, right? But By November 14th to 20th, temperatures will drop just a bit, with highs around 8 and lows around 1. And brace yourself, a 78% chance of rain. So make sure your umbrellas are on standby. We're talking 20 to 40% chance of rain here and there, with an extra splash around mid-month. Temperatures are sliding down slowly, but surely. So bundle up and grab a hot chocolate, and don't even get me started on those mid-month lows. Winter is coming, my friends.
Winter is coming.
It's not all about the cold. November 7th marks the start of Diwali, so get ready for a festival of lights to warm up those chilly nights. And for those counting down, Thanksgiving is right around the corner, so get yourself some turkey, pumpkin pie, and endless family fun. Perfect time to enjoy cozy vibes and hopefully not too much rain. Fingers crossed. So remember, it's always smart to layer up and maybe keep an eye on those ever-changing wire updates just in case Mother Nature decides to pull a fast one. So there you have it, a little rain, some frost, and lots of fall vibes to kick off November. Stay warm, stay dry, and enjoy all the awesome holidays coming your way. End it!
Thank you, Jasmine, for that rather interesting weather report. Now, over to Jonas and Selena with updates from the Norwegian political sphere.
Politics. No one is privileged enough to remain unaffected.
In Norway, the government operates as a constitutional monarchy with a parliamentary system. This means that the king is the ceremonial head of state, while the prime minister, elected by Stortinget, Norwegian parliament, holds executive power.
Norway uses a proportional representation system, ensuring that political parties receive seats in Stortinget based on the percentage of voters they gain in elections. The upcoming election is scheduled on the 8th of September 2025.
In this segment, we're going to be covering the 9 main Norwegian political parties.
Arbeiderpartiet. The Labour Party in Norway is led by Jonas Gahr Støre. In office since 2021, the party traditionally focuses on welfare, workers' rights, and progressive policies. While in office, poor economy and neutral political stances have resulted in a lot of criticism from the public, yet it remains a key party in most elections.
Senterpartiet. Representing agricultural interests, Senterpartiet has been the second most powerful party in office since 2021. Focusing on increasing funds to the military and promoting local resources, this party's support has decreased since 2021, yet they remain a critical player.
Fremskrittspartiet. Comments spamming STEM FRP have likely appeared on your TikTok For You page. This right-wing political party focuses on reducing tax, limiting immigration, and promoting stronger law enforcement, specifically amongst teenagers and immigrants.
Høyre. Led by the infamous Erna Solberg, this centre-right party is known for advocating for tax cuts and privatization. As one of the leading parties, it is very likely that this contender wins next year's election.
Sosialistisk Venstreparti. Advocating for wealth redistribution, social and environmental justice, SV has gradually gained support as a left-wing party. Getting cozy with Arbeiderpartiet has helped promote the ideologies of this political party to the general public.
Rødt. Growing from communist roots, this political party focuses on anti-capitalism, anti-inequality, and advocates for socialist policies. Taking a clear stance on the genocide in Gaza has won over a lot of the public, and although not the most popular, Rødt is a growing force. Miljøpartiet De Grønne. This single-issue party pursues strong and direct action against climate change. Lacking support from the general public, this party has in the past struggled to justify their inconvenient and quick solutions to end climate change.
Venstre. Focusing on the environment, improving Norwegian school systems, and advocating for democracy, this party's lack of support for far-left ideologies has left the public wondering where on the political spectrum they truly stand.
Kristelig Folkeparti. Promoting elements of a theocratic state, KrF focuses their values on the pillars of Christianity. Resting on the ideas of social conservatism, this party is aiming to promote family values, education, and of course, Christianity.
A lot of us are eligible to vote next year. Ensure to conduct appropriate research before casting your important vote.
Thank you, Jonas and Selena, for the political updates. Now over to Marnie interviewing Hans.
Welcome back, everybody, to Interviewing the Student Council. Here I am with...
I'm Hans.
And what position do you have in Student Council?
I'm the Vice President.
You're the Vice President. And can you tell us a little bit about what you've been doing so far?
Well, so far we've been managing Fancy Night, which was one of the biggest events. We've also been planning Spirit Week, which is currently in action now. So a difference of different activities such as anything but a backpack, dressed in summer clothing, Halloween color-themed outfits, and dress-up day. And Fancy Night, which was not so long ago, was a typical event for Skagerak.
That's very interesting, and it sounds like a lot of work. But what are you planning to do for the future in the student council?
Well, first of all, I'd like to secure enough funds for the prom committee.
Well, that's very interesting. So glad you met with me today.
Thank you.
Thank you, Miney and Hans, for the insightful conversation. Now, over to Kaylee with her interview with Mr. Tester.
Okay, so now we are at the teacher segment and we are going to be talking to Mr. Tester. What are the most important goals you have for our school this year?
To have a safe, fun year and to get all of our amazing DP2 students where they need to be for next year. And to make sure that everybody has a safe, fun Skagerak year. That's my goal.
That sounds lovely. And what excites you the most about the future of our school?
I think, while there's lots to be excited about, we're growing. We currently have a full school, 450 kids here, 200 kids in Tonsberg. I think that's great news. It's great for the high school. Next year, there will be at least 60 kids coming from MY4 between the two campuses. Sandefjord has 44, Tonsberg has 20. So we have some really cool things happening as a school, and we're getting bigger.
And lastly, this is about you. What inspired you to get into the educational system?
I wanted a job that was fruitful. I had a choice at one point to be a police officer or a teacher. And I thought a teacher was a much better job for joy, for seeing things develop. I get summers off and meet awesome people like you. That's why.
Okay, thank you for your time.
Thank you. Thanks for Skagerak News. This is going to be awesome.
Thank you, Kaylee and Mr. Tester, for the insightful interview. Now, over to Tobias with Barely Newsworthy.
Hey guys, welcome back to Barely Newsworthy. Today we're going to take a little walk around Skagerak here. We're going to find some of our teachers and we have some questions that we're going to ask them. Hello everyone, I am now standing with my English teacher. This is the DP coordinator, Miss Reed. Now I'm standing here with Hege. Hege, this here is her space. Whenever you're walking through the door, as you see right behind us here, then we're greeted with a lovely smile here with Miss Hege. Again, we've now found our third teacher here. This is Mr. Holmes. He's taught me PE for many, many years, but it's been a while since last time.
I don't have any memories. Just kidding. I don't know what my favorite memory is, but yeah.
Wonderful. And are there any things that, the students wouldn't guess about you? Any hidden talents or any interests that the students might not, see when they first think of you?
They're all secret.
Any that you can share?
I have eaten dinner with Sting.
With Sting?
Yes.
I have. What type of food did he eat then? He had pasta. Okay. Was it good pasta? I have no idea. I didn't taste his food. Why didn't you taste Sting's food? It was actually on the table next to me.
I don't know if that counts.
My passion was always ice hockey, but I haven't did that lately because it's so late at night.
I don't know about hidden talents. I've got different things that they probably would never know about me. So, for example, I was married in Vegas.
What's a question that you would ask your colleagues about your subject area that you think they, maybe or maybe not can answer?
Okay. I wonder if they could tell me what postmodernism is.
No, you can't. No.
No?
No.
Do you have any guesses?
Not even a guess. Postmodern.
Well.
Postmodernism. That's like an art question, isn't it?
Kind of. Because it's also a literary device, I guess.
Oh, I don't think I can answer that actually.
Okay, well then you might have to.
I could have painted it if I could paint.
Okay, thank you so much for your time. Have a nice day.
Ha ha ha. That was very funny. Thank you for watching the Skagerak Polar Press. See you next time.